Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Chemistry with Deepa. So today in this video I am going to explain as to how do we extract iron using a blast furnace. This is one topic which often confuses students because of many equations and many different chemical reactions involved, but I hope you will be able to make a better sense out of this topic. Now first of all we need to understand as to what is the usefulness of iron. So iron is one of the first metals that was discovered by mankind, and it's used a lot for machinery, bridges, to build ships, buildings, magnets, stainless steel, and cooking utensils also. So very important metal. Now the industrially when we want to extract iron, then the requirements are the iron ore is known as hematite, and in hematite iron is present in the form of Fe2O3, which is iron 3 oxide. Iron is in a +3 state. Along with this Fe2O3, it's mixed with other impurities such as sulfur, sand, soil, etc. Raw materials which are needed here are the iron ore, which is the hematite, and limestone, which is calcium carbonate. Along with this, we also need a form of carbon which is known as coke. Very high temperature is needed for this process, and this is carried out in a blast furnace. Now let's look at the diagram of the blast furnace, if in case you are asked to draw this. In this blast furnace, iron ore, coke and limestone are fed from the top, from here, and hot air is injected from here. So this hot air reacts with the carbon to form carbon dioxide, and then carbon dioxide reacts with more carbon to form carbon monoxide. That carbon monoxide acts as a reducing agent, and it reduces iron oxide, which was fed from here. That reduces iron oxide to iron, and this, because the temperature is very high, so iron that is formed here, it is in a molten form and it's heavy, so therefore it sinks to the bottom, and there are other impurities which react with the calcium oxide to form a slag. We'll look at the equation separately. Now let's see what all reactions are involved, and this is a very important question. So carbon from the coke reacts with the oxygen from the air and forms carbon dioxide. This carbon dioxide then reacts with more of the carbon and it forms carbon monoxide. Carbon monoxide is a very good reducing agent. This is the one which actually gives rise to the main reaction involved, which is reducing the iron 3 oxide, Fe2O3, to form 3 carbon dioxide and iron. So this iron, because the temperature is very high, so therefore it is in the form of a liquid. So we get molten iron from this process. Now let's see as to what's the purpose of adding limestone here. So limestone, the chemical formula is calcium carbonate here, and at a very high temperature it decomposes. Thermal decomposition is the reaction to form calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. The purpose of calcium oxide then is to react with the silica impurities from here to form calcium silicate, which is known as slag. So this molten slag, because this is lighter than the molten iron, so therefore it floats at the top and can be removed separately. So now quickly let's look at the blast furnace again. So you see we are feeding the raw material from the top, which is iron ore, coke and limestone. The temperature is very high here because the reaction of carbon with oxygen, it's a very exothermic reaction. So therefore the temperature rises to around 2000 degree over here, and then carbon monoxide is formed. That carbon monoxide is able to reduce the iron oxide into iron, which is in a molten form. So that here what you are looking at here is the molten iron, and the slag, which is the calcium silicate, that is to remove the SiO2 impurities, that is removed. It's floating here because it's lighter, so therefore that can be removed from a separate opening. So I hope you were able to understand as to how do we extract iron from hematite, and this video was useful. In case you liked it, then please like, share and subscribe, and I would look forward to see you on my next video. Thank you. Bye.